That's it. That's it. Let's go. Practice fast.
Welcome to Finsiders TV. Barry Butel alongside John Congemi. Well, practice number one in the books with a night practice tonight. We'll get to that in just a moment. Bad news is another injury. Corey Sheets went down. You saw it.
Yeah, it was pretty painful to watch too. Just on a kick return, open field, he goes down. Coach Sparano said probably right Achilles. They're not sure yet the severity of it, but it was disappointing because he seemed to be coming on and really thriving in that position as a returner. So hopefully it's not as serious as it looked, but it didn't look good.
It's a tight group there at the running back spot. Ricky and Ronnie locked in there. Patrick Cobb's coming back from the injury. Hilliard also looking strong, coming in relief last year.
Well, I think the running backs have talent and there's depth there. You know, aside from Ronnie and Ricky, who you're counting on to be the guys. You know, might have been a Corey Sheets or somebody else coming in, or Lex coming back from an injury. So. Very good in depth and very talented, and they can catch the ball, they can all block. Very good skill set there.
One other highlight, I guess, Richie Incognito and Lionel Dotson mixing it up at the tail end of a very hot first 6 days of workouts.
And it was hot, you know, it was hot and heavy, and that happens in training camp, you know, and that's why I think we're going to go under the lights tonight at 8 o'clock, let the fans come out, let the guys rest, get their feet up, and cooler heads will prevail probably tonight.
I still love it, though. If nobody gets hurt, I think it's good. It adds a little bit of energy.
Well, Coach Sparano said he's, you know, taking care of it, and he noted it, but I think down deep, you know, you got to have that in a team. You have to have that come out because they're competitive, they're working for their jobs, and in some of those instances, you get tired of hitting the same body, even though it's only been a couple days into camp. You get tired of getting beat up or pushed around, and you have to handle your own business, and it was handled on the field.
One guy who can handle his business is Brandon Marshall. We've talked a lot about him, and I know we will going forward as well. Coach said something great today. Said, well, see what he makes a little splash in the water, away from the football, be a bit of a distraction.
Well, I think so. I think anytime you put number 19 on one side of the field, you're definitely going to get double coverage or get a lot of attention thrown that way. And I think what Brandon Marshall can do is what Coach Sparano said earlier in training camp. We've cut up about 40 or 50 plays to see what he does effectively and how we can get the football through his hands or in his hands and move the football efficiently. So whether you're using him as a decoy or you're using him out and getting the football and moving it down the field, he's going to be a big part of this offense.
Big workout tonight, 8 p.m., an opportunity for the fans to come out. It's free and open to the public, but it gives the players a little bit of rest.
I think that was the key. I think Coach Sparano said he went back and tried to evaluate what they did well and what they didn't do well last year in training camp, and I think he's spreading these practices out, going shells, going full gear, getting him some time off, and I think that's going to bode well going into the preseason.
One final point that I wanted to bring up, Koa Misi and the coaches at the Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama. What an invaluable experience to have that one-on-one type of atmosphere with them, away from everybody, to see what these players are all about.
Well, you definitely get a lot of time on the field at the Senior Bowl to evaluate talent, and they did that. The Dolphin staff did that. But off the field, as the week progresses, I think they got to know what he likes, what he doesn't like, what type of person he is, and how we can utilize his skills. And they found a lot about him because obviously they drafted him very high, and they're seeing a lot of those things not only on the field but away from the field, and the questions that he asks and how they're evaluating his off the field skills as well as coming on and rushing the passer, getting into pass coverage. A lot of those teams didn't have that chance at the Senior Bowl. Miami did, and I think they're very fortunate they grabbed him.
Before we get drenched out here on the practice fields at the Davie Training Facility, that'll wrap it up for today. For John Congemi, I'm Barry Butel. Thanks so much for tuning in to Finsiders TV.